Have you ever wondered how top listing agents and top buying agents are always seeming to win their clients over and you just can't seem to get past the first appointment? It's because they have something called a value stack and you don't. Now in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what a value stack is, how you can use it in your business, and how you can take it into the next appointment to ensure you secure that client. Let's get into the video. All right, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So value stacking, what is it and how do you do it? Before I get into that, who am I? My name is JP. I spent the last 7 years perfecting the role of the realtor, but not only did that, I perfected the role of client acquisition and getting new clients. I've sold over 100 homes and over $100 million in deal volume. I've sold out multifamily projects, fit properties myself, and traveled the world while doing so. Now, I also did a project that was $30 million and $55 million. I don't say this to brag, I say this just to justify the fact that I do have some credibility to be able to talk on this, and this is exactly how I did all this. So this is an example of what value stacking looks like, and this is value stacking for one of our offers that we have out there right now. So when you value stack, you're basically adding things of value and you're stacking them on top of each other. It will make sense in a second. Total value, 31,000. That's what our total perceived value would be for one of our offers. Now, value stacking shows you what you are worth so you can be worth more. I just quoted this myself. I couldn't really find any quotes on value stacking, so I made it myself. And I say this because as you're value stacking and as you're making your value stack, you start to realize like, hey, am I even providing enough value? Am I even giving enough to the end consumer that's going to make them want to purchase? And then you start thinking about what else you can start adding into your offer, which is a great reason why it is good to even do a value stack. Now, what is value stacking? A value stack involves breaking down an offer into individual components, assigning a specific value to each part, and then presenting the total completed value to clients. Now, the purpose of this presentation is to understand the concept of value stacking. Now, recognize it's important in the real estate industry. You want to also learn how effectively to implement the value stacking to enhance client perceptions and how to differentiate from competition. The importance of value stacking in real estate, it enhances perceived value by itemizing services and assigning specific values. Clients can clearly see what benefits they're going to receive by making your offerings more tangible and appealing, so people can actually visualize what it is they're actually getting. It differentiates from competition, it builds trust and credibility, and it's very transparent. It looks like very real when you're showing somebody on a screen exactly what they're going to be getting when they work with you. Now here's a couple components of a value stack. Service breakdown, so identify and list all the individual services you provide. Assigned values, so you want to determine and assign monetary value to each service. Now how I typically do this is I go out there in the marketplace, figure out exactly what other people are charging for that service, and then I go ahead and assign that value to it. Also total combined value, so the sum of all the individual values, and offered price, so present the total value alongside with the actual price that you're charging your clients. This is all going to make a little bit more sense when we get further down the road, so stick with me here, and I'll show you exactly how to build the value stack, and I'll give you what it is that we put in our value stack. So moving on, steps to create a value stack, you need to first identify your service and list all the services you offer to clients. It's a great exercise because again, you're going to be adding services because you're going to be like, shoot, my list isn't that long, so you probably need to provide more value. You want to assign the values, you want to compile the stack, and you want to present the offer. Now, identifying services to include market, some of the things that we included are market analysis reports, so providing clients with more detailed insights into current market trends and property values, customized property searches, so tailoring property listings to meet clients' specific preferences, negotiation expertise, so the skills that you have in negotiating them a good deal, transaction management, so coordinating all the documents, making sure all that goes smoothly, post-purchase support, so offering assistance and resources even after the sale is done, assigning value to this. So like I said, you do want to research market rates, you want to investigate standard pricing, and you want to figure out what it is in your specific area, and then consider expertise and time, so factor in the level of expertise and time required to deliver each service effectively, and you want to reflect client benefit, so you want to ensure the assigned value corresponds to the tangible benefits the clients actually receive. So you don't just want to be saying a bunch of things, you want to actually say things that a client will think, damn, I'm actually going to get some value from that. Now, presenting the value stack to clients, you want to be extremely clear when you do it. Use straightforward language. I like to use the 3rd or 4th grade reading level. If you're using ChatGPT, you can put your presentation in ChatGPT and say, make this 3rd grade, 4th grade reading level. Visual aids, incorporate charts or tables to illustrate the value stack clearly. So obviously having visuals definitely helps portray your your thoughts across a lot better. And then emphasize savings as well. So highlight the difference between the total value and the offered price to showcase the deal's attractiveness. So to showcase that, hey, you know what, this is actually a killer deal, and you'd kind of be stupid saying no to this type of deal. Now, here's an example of a real estate value stack. So you have your customized home search, $1,000, market analysis report, $500, negotiation services, $1,500, transaction coordination, $800, post-purchase support, $300, total value is $4,100, client investment, let's say you're charging them $3K, let's say you're located in the States and you have to charge them now. There's how you create your discrepancy. This is how you get ahead of the NAR settlement, and this is how you make sure that you're still a relevant realtor. But if you're in Canada, a lot of realtors are free, so they're paid for by the listing side. So you actually have $0 there. So the price discrepancy is crazy. And imagine you show this to somebody, and the next realtor comes in and just says, hey, you know what, I can find you good properties, work with me, and that's about it. So who do you think is going to win? Obviously, the person showing all this value. Now, the benefits is it justifies your pricing, or it clearly outlines that you are that person who can provide all these valuable services for free. It enhances client satisfaction, so clients feel that they're receiving a substantial value, leading to higher satisfaction. It also encourages referrals. So satisfied clients are likely to refer your services to other people, especially if they know exactly what you give and that it's way cheaper than they can find anywhere else on the marketplace. A couple common mistakes to avoid: overestimating the value. So obviously you don't want to be that dummy guy who just puts like $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 for things that are obviously not worth that. So you want to be really realistic here, because if you're not, it could lead to a lot of skepticism. Include irrelevant services. So some people add like some services that don't even align with what the client wants. So you definitely don't want to do that. And then a lack of clarity, failing to represent the value stack in an understandable manner, which is like not doing it in a third, fourth grade reading level, being way too overcomplicated, using industry jargon that might not make sense to the end client. These are all things that can kind of screw up your value stack. Now, next, a couple of tools and resources to use is presentation software like PowerPoint or Keynote to create engaging presentations. Templates, so access pre-designed templates to streamline the creation process. Further reading, so explore articles and books on value stacking to deepen understanding. You can also just read a bunch of articles on value stacking. That's kind of the way that I learned it, and you can watch more YouTube videos, but this is going to give you a pretty good idea anyways. Now, overcoming client objections. So you want to address the concerns. You want to listen to the client reservations and provide clear examples. Highlight benefits, reiterate the advantages and savings the client receives, and provide testimonials. So when you share success stories from your previous clients, this builds an insane amount of credibility, and you really just have to have less in your value stack if you have a lot more testimonials. So think of it as a balancing act. The more testimonials, the less you have to have in your value stack, and the more successful you're going to be with your presentation. You're also going to want to customize your value stack for different clients. So you're going to really want to assess their needs, understand each client's unique requirements, tailor your services towards the person that you're in front of, and you want to have flexible pricing. Sometimes you have different pricing tiers. So for example, you're going in for a listing. Let's say they don't want professional photos, they don't want virtual tour, they want like the base package. You want to have those, but you also want to have a medium tier package where they'll actually go for something like that because it makes more sense, because it's only a couple dollars more. Now, communicating your value stacked effectively, you want to practice your delivery, guys. You want to rehearse the presentation to ensure that you're confident when you're presenting it. You want to engage your clients, so encourage questions, interactive discussions, use testimonials again to incorporate client testimonials to reinforce the credibility. Now, how do you measure the success of your value stack? You want to do a couple of things. You want to track client feedback. You want to collect and analyze opinions to gauge satisfaction. You want to utilize surveys. You want to monitor closing rates, assess the percentage of successful deals, compare current closing rates with historical data, analyze overall client satisfaction, measure client contentment through satisfaction scores. So an NPS is a great test to do. And then you want to analyze retention rates and repeat business as indicators of satisfaction. So the key here, guys, is you really need to be doing this to enough people. You need to have a good sample size of people to be able to present to in order to get this kind of data and get this kind of feedback and make your presentation better. So that's the key thing there. Adapting your value stack over time. So you want to update your services offered, regularly review and adjust your services to meet client meet evolving client needs, so depending on what's happening in the market, incorporate new technologies or methodologies to enhance the service offerings. You want to reevaluate your assigned values every now and then because sometimes it does go up in value. You want to stay ahead of market trends. You want to continuously monitor industry trends, and you want to engage on ongoing professional development to ensure that you're adapting to the changes that are happening in the market. So that is basically it, guys. Quick presentation on value stacking. Now, if you don't have enough people to be presenting these to because you don't have enough clients in front of you, we actually help agents install a client acquisition machine in their business that brings them leads every single day and a system that qualifies these leads so you're left hot with red hot leads. Now, if you are interested in that, book a call below. One of our team members will show you exactly what we have to offer. And for till the end of January, we're actually offering something extremely special. So think of it as if you don't even need to call your clients. You have somebody else doing it for you. Till the next video, I'll see you guys there.